welcome to my unexpected live. Hello and very warm welcome. My name is Julie-Sian and I'm coming to you live from the UK. It is actually Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, nearly 7:30 in the evening here in the UK. It's a beautiful sunny evening. And it is this time of the day, if you go out and into the parks, into the woods, outside, yep. And when things are getting quiet and settled down, like out of the hubdub, and all the humans are returning to their own little homes, this is when you notice that you go for a walk and the rabbits appear and the badgers and the foxes all appear because the humans are going away. And not only is that, as our elemental spirit come out as well. And our elemental spirits are like our unicorns and our fairies and our dragons, and they are our elementals because they are connected to the elements earth, air, fire, water and spirit. And it is this time of the evening when it's quiet, and also at dawn when it's quiet as well, when you can connect more easily with the elemental spirits. Now, I love working with my spirits. I love working with my dragons. Oh, I adore my dragons. And some of those people may or may not know, me being Julie-Sian, 3 years ago, I had a dream. I believed I took action and achieved, and I had my elemental fairy affirmation cards created. And these are connecting with the 5 elements of the fairies: earth, air, fire, water and spirit. And I created this deck, and it's a 40-card deck, 8 cards each of earth, air, fire, water and spirit. And I communicated with the fairies in the mornings and in the evenings when it was quiet. Also because sitting outside in the middle of the park and talking to some people, what's she doing? What's she doing? I also found it quieter and easier to communicate with the fairies, and they communicate with me. Well, more than 40. I had more than 40 messages, and it was so difficult to decide which messages to include in my card deck. Because some days I channeled a lot of water fairy messages, other days I'm connected with a lot of air fairy messages, and there were so many that it was really difficult to decide which 40 to connect with, but I did it in the end. And I love working with the fairies. The fairies are our elemental angels, our earth angels. Our angels connect us to our spirit. When you want guidance, where should I go next? What should I do? My spirit guides, and they guide you spiritually. But with the fairies being our earth angels, they guide us more with our practical days, with our manifesting practical things, because they are earth. Fairies are earth. We live a physical life. So angels connect us with our spiritual guidance. Fairies connect us with our physical guidance, because fairies you find in caves, behind in little nooks and crannies, in brick walls, not brick walls, in stone walls, in trees, etc., like that. And they like to live in the physical world, and they help us manifest things into our physical world. And yes, you work with the law of attraction, law of manifestation, and that is working with your thinking and bringing it into physical worlds. And this is more like where our fairies, they help us manifest our physical side of things. So if you want anything physical, connect with the earth fairies. Because if you want to manifest a home, why not work with the earth fairies who live on the earth and you want manifesting things? If you want to be creative and write a book, why not create and work with the air fairies? Because the air fairies are all to do with our minds and our thinking, and we take our mind and our thoughts and we put it down into a pen and paper and create a book. So they are working with our manifestations. So here we are with the elemental fairy affirmation cards, and I thought, what should I do on a Sunday afternoon, evening? I should be doing other things, but it's not. I thought I'd do not. I'll come and do some card readings. Now, these cards are available from my website. We actually, when they were released 3 years ago, they actually made Amazon Top 8 briefly, and then it went to number 9, but we did make the Amazon Top 10. And we're actually outsold, and they're no longer available on the website. We've run out. So if you do want your own deck of Elemental Fairy affirmation cards, you have to go through my website, because that's the only place where they're available now. And I thought what I might do is do some readings. So if you have joined me, I'm not going to be here for very long, but if you do join me and you would like to have an affirmation card, let me know. But if you joined me on Thursday, I did my readings in a slightly different way. Instead of just picking a card for you and going, here's a card, I actually asked people, what is your perceived problem at the moment, and let's see what message I was doing tarot, what message the tarot cards had for you in relation to your actual perceived problem where you are. So it's like, hey, do you have a perceived problem and you're looking for guidance? And sometimes these perceived problems are stopping us from moving forward to create the life that we wish. And of course, we are physical humans. We want to have a physical life where we want this home, we want these cars, we want this job, we want the money. Money is physical, money is a tool that enables us. So why not work with the earth angels, the fairies, who are the physical manifestors? Like I said, the angels work with our spirit guidance, and they give you, your guidance on your spirit guides, with the connecting with your source. The fairies connect us elsewhere with the manifesting physical things. So if you've got somewhere where you feel stuck or anything and you would like to have a card tonight, this is only going to be a short evening. Well, it depends on how many join me or whatever. I can't go much longer than 8 o'clock tonight because tea, we're running late. So while I'm waiting, so if you want to pop on and say hello, and let's do a card first. This is the group collective, and this is from the water fairy. Now the water is all about our emotions, and we are made up of water. Most of our body is water, our blood, our lymph system, and our emotions detect to us how we go through life. And if you're feeling sad, everything you do in your life is going to be perceived from a sad place. If you're going into a situation you're feeling angry, which is your emotion, which is water, you will perceive that from an angry point of view. And if you're always feeling like, oh, the victim, the poor me, it always goes wrong, it never goes wrong, I'm the victim, then you're feeling from the emotional side of a victim. This is what the water, and it says, I give out love and it is returned to me in a constant flow of peace, joy and happiness. I'm going to write this down. So water. God, it's a long sentence, isn't it? And it is returned to me in a constant flow of peace, joy and happiness. Now the thing is, everyone says to me, or people say, oh, what do you want from your life? I want to be happy, I want peaceful. But the thing is, have you actually ever experienced happiness? Are you one of those people who are so often running around trying to make everyone else happy, to bring joy to everyone else, but to your own detriment? And it's like, yeah, I'm doing this and doing that, and they're happy. And then you find that, they're not grateful for it. And then you go, they all want to eat curry tonight, but I hate curry, but I'll order curry in. I prefer to have Chinese for my dinner. But you know what? It makes them happy to my own detriment. And it says, if you are wanting happiness in your life, you need to start having happiness in you. And when you within, because it's a reflection, and if you're putting out, oh, I do this for them and do that, and they're never happy with what I do, stop being a people pleaser. The only person you should really please is yourself. And it says, I give out love. But you're giving love out from a place, if you're constantly feeling, I do all this, and the pain of resentment and this, that and the other. If you're constantly resenting everything, and all you you go, oh, it's not, it's selfish, not, putting myself, and I'm not telling you to put yourself forward. It's not selfish to be self-fulfilling. But if you're constantly doing things for people and you are not happy inside, you're feeling that, I'm doing this and I'm running ragged and all I get is no thanks, or they're not happy with it, and to your own detriment. Why should I have curry again tonight for my tea? Because I don't like curry, I don't like rice, but it makes everyone else happy, to your own detriment. That is not bringing, because happiness isn't just for someone else, it's for you. So if you are giving, if you're not happy, and even though you're trying to make other people happy, because you're giving out unhappiness, but you're perceiving it, they're not going to really get your 100%. So if you start doing things that you love for yourself, So maybe turn around and go, you know what, tonight we're having Chinese, or tonight we're having fish and chips because I don't like rice. We're going to have fish and chips tonight, you know, and that's what we're going to have. And they complain and go, we're tough. If you want that, then I'm going to order my own portion of fish and chips and you lot can have the curry. I don't like this, so I'm going to cook. Yeah, and yes, it may mean you're having to cook 2 different dinners, but at least you'll then be happy because you're doing something you enjoy, and then you're giving out love because you're enjoying your own tea of fish and chips. They're enjoying their curry, so you're all happy. So when was the last thing you did something for yourself, you know, that makes you happy? And so many people go, well, actually, I've never really been happy. I don't know what happiness is. And it's like, well, maybe you need to start doing things that bring you happiness. What brings you happiness? And it says the more I give out love, the more you show people that, yes, I'm happy in my life, they can get that. Because at the moment, if you go around and go, oh, well, you know, the only way people could be happy is I've got to be detrimental to myself. What message are you giving your kids? You know, to go, well, in order for other people to be happy, you have to be unhappy. But your joy, you want to be happy. And that's what you want. You know, go say to people, what do you want to be? Well, I want to be happy. I want to be peace and things. But it's like, you can be that now. Why not? Well, why not do things that brings you happiness and peace? And if you're doing things and it's to your own detriment, then don't do it. I mean, I know there are certain things. We've got to clean the toilets and we've got to do the washing up and things like that. Yep. But what I'm saying is that sometimes it's like, you know what? It's a Sunday evening. I've cooked dinner. You lot, you can go and wash up for me. And I'm going to sit here and chill and read and do something like that. Or I'm going to go, it's a beautiful evening and the sunset's not yet. Go outside and sit in the garden. Hello. So let me know. You know, the give out love is returned to me in constant flow. But if you're doing something from a place of pain, it's going to flow back to you as a place of pain and more resent. So if you're resenting this curry dinner, you're going to get more resentment back. And this is I give out love. So why aren't you doing things that you love? Because if you're doing things that you love, you're showing other people do things that you love. Hello, Julie. Hello, Natasha. So I'm introducing my elemental fairy cards, which are no longer available on Amazon. And if you want to have a card, let me know. Tell to me where you're wanting, rather than just doing a card. Let me know where you've got some area of your life that you're wanting some insight. Because as I was saying, fairies are our earth angels and they will help with our manifesting our earthly lives. I know the angels, they help with our spiritual guidance, but the fairies. So if you would like a card, let me know. Like I said, we can connect with earth, air, fire, water and spirit. And we called in the fairies and I love working with them. So let me know. So Julie, how are you doing tonight? How's the DIY going? Natasha, how's the things? I love it. I know you've got a set, haven't you? And I think Natasha's got a set as well. And like I said, so many people bought the cards and we've outsold on Amazon. Yes, please, can I have regarding my upcoming event? Oh, yes, the one in June. That is actually the day after midsummer solstice. So, oh my gosh. Now, this is an event. An event is is the things. I mean, you've got the earth. And earth is all about our home, our work, you saw me shuffling. This is the fairies working. This is the doors of opportunity and abundance are opening to me today. So let me just going to write this out for you, Natasha. Opportunity. Can't spell. Now, when we put on events, when we put out, thank you for the stars. Yes, if you want to give me some stars, I forget about that. Thank you very much. When we put on any event, we have this feeling, oh, is anyone going to come? Oh, what happens if no one comes? Oh my goodness, is it go? Well, I love that affirmation. And what it is the doors of opportunity, abundance are opening to, and this is a confirmation that the people who want to have a wonderful opportunity for their salons to grow. I'm just going to drop it out there because Natasha is a wonderful mentor, and she works with, I'm going to put it out there. She puts out, she helps salon owners who just put in hours and hours of hours and not get paid. And Natasha works with salon owners, who people working in nails and skins and things, and shows them how you can work less and earn more. And you're putting on these things, and this is the doors of opportunity abundance. And it's like, yes, this event you are putting on in June, and I'm presuming it's the one you're talking about in June, the shift. I'm presuming we're talking about that one. And it's, you are giving people an opportunity to come along to create a massive abundance in their business. And this is where it's saying, yes, your event is going to be absolutely amazing, because you are giving this a wonderful service to people who, if they come along on that day, and I don't think I'm coming because it is the midsummer solstice weekend, and I think I'm down at Stonehenge. Okay, and it says, this is really good. Yes, we are. So we're talking about the shift. And if you want to share the link, Natasha, because you don't know, we never know who's watching, of someone who may be a salon owner who's working all hours and want to work more, work less and earn more, and want to know how to turn their life around. This event is going to be a marvellous opportunity. And you know what? Sometimes, even if we have an event and you cover the cost, and say 10 people turn up, those 10 people will benefit amazingly from it, because they know by turning up to this event, it's going to be the best thing for them, because it's going to bring such an abundance. Oh, I want to go to Stonehenge too for summer solstice. Yeah, need to do that. So this is where we worry, we get our ego, oh, it's not good enough, it's going to be this and that and da da da. And it's like, no, you know what? Sit back. The fairies have got it for you. The end. So it's like the doors of opportunity, and this is like maybe an affirmation you can put out with your for the people who are attending, to tell them this affirmation. So so I'm glad that helps. So yeah, absolutely, and I'll see you 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Wow. Now we've got Julie King here, who's having DIY SOS. Not going very well. Dust everywhere. Dust everywhere. So let me know if anyone. So we've got the, oh, Nuala. Hello, Nuala. You want to go to Stonehenge too for summer solstice? Yeah, I haven't sorted it. I think I'm not sure, because Stonehenge gets very, very busy, and just down the road is Avebury. And do you know what? I actually prefer Avebury, because at Avebury you can actually get onto the stones and you can hug the stones, and there's like 4 different sections where you can get into the stones. So Avebury, personally, because you can get into the stones and whatever, I personally prefer Avebury to Stonehenge. Or just the other side is Woodhenge. I've never been. What, to Stonehenge or Avebury? Stonehenge is very, very expensive, very, very expensive, and you can't actually get to touch the stones. If you want to hug the stones, go to Avebury. Avebury is about a 20-minute drive away from Stonehenge. Much better. I love it. I prefer Avebury. So our beautiful, good to know, Avebury. I think it's Ave. I just typed in the word Avebury, and it's come at Avebury Stone Circle. So I think I might do that, but I'm not sure yet. I have to decide yet. So yeah, but enjoy that. So if anyone would like a card, let me know where you're wanting the guidance from. So like I said, rather than just giving you a general card, one's flipped up. So maybe this is for the spirit. I'm just going to type this. Ooh, what's it? I love myself for who I am. Yeah. Oh, Avalon. Avalon is in Avalon. Where's Avalon? Of course I know where Avalon is. Glastonbury, isn't it? Avalon. It's near to Glastonbury, isn't it? So it's all that sort of area. Yeah, Avalon, King Arthur. Yeah, that's Avalon. Did you know that Glastonbury is the heart chakra of the world? Did you know that? Use this information. Glastonbury is the heart chakra center of the whole world. Absolutely. Because you know we have the 7 chakras. Our root, our sacral, our solar plexus, our heart, our throat, our third eye and crown. Mother Earth Gaia, she has the 7 chakras as well. And different parts of the world are represented by the different 7 chakra systems. And yeah, yes, I'd love one. Around my next steps and action steps. Well, maybe this is for you. I love myself for who I am. And your action steps for I love my, we need to put, oh wow, I love heart chakra, the whole world, incredible. Absolutely. If you don't, may I have a general all round cough? Life is a little crazy. Absolutely. Next step. Well, the thing is, I love myself for who I am. Nuala, you are amazing. You are wonderful. And loving yourself and knowing this self-assurance, because sometimes we doubt ourselves. We really doubt ourselves on what steps next to take. And this one is I love myself, because it's like you're not trusting yourself. You doubt yourself. And this card is telling you, stop doubting yourself. You can do it. And you know what steps to take. You know what to do. Well, I tell you what to do. Well, let's book that Pathfinder. I did an incredible one-to-one mentoring on Friday. Absolutely magnificent. We did the speaking, and then I wrote her up. Well, I actually wrote her up an action plan, and she's gone off. And she went from here to here within an hour and a half, and within 2 hours after I sent her the thing, she was like, oh my god, I've got a clear action plan. Yes, I've been, well, you know what with book a one-to-one with me. With a one-to-one, we can actually, rather than just the Pathfinder, which is just the reading, this is what the girl did. She did a one-to-one, because it's like she had the reading on the Thursday night and thought, right, well, you know, I'm going to take it. So she went for the one-to-one, and this is what we did. And learning yourself, you're doubting yourself, and this is why I think you're not doing things. You're using excuses for not doing it. And talking to someone will give you the encouragement that you love yourself. You can do it, because when you doubt yourself, you don't love yourself. You're not trusting yourself. So start trusting yourself. Honestly, money has been tight. Oh, bullshit. Sorry, excuse my French. Yeah, that's what you think. You're saying money is being tight. Mindset. And that's what's going to happen. Your mindset. I'd love to do one soon, though. Let's book it in. Let's book it in. And you can start putting your money aside. Let's put that date in. Because when we say money is tight, what's going to happen? Law of manifestation, law of attraction. Yes, deep down I can do it. And you know what? Deep down, you know, when we say investment, what small investment are you going to do this when it is the first step into the tomorrow? And yes, it may be an initial, whoops, haven't got that money. However, if I suddenly said to you, a one-to-one is £121, and you go, oh, I haven't got that. But if you suddenly get into your car tomorrow and find you've got a flat tyre, suddenly you go, we need to buy a car, a new tyre, and the tyres are £150 for two. You find the money, because you go, well, I need my tyres. And you can find that money. So when people say, and I'm not encouraging you to do this, but I have this a lot from people going, oh, I can't afford a reading. And then next minute they go, look, I've just bought this this Prada bag that was 300 quid. And it's like, excuse me, see your priorities. But yeah, you can do it, but you're allowing your ego to step in instead. So let's do Julie. So let's just do you know what? Why don't we book a date? I know I don't like to say that, but generally it's been very settled on, and I do go from famine to feast. Absolutely. And I know where you are, and I get it. I totally get it. Single parent. It is hard. It is tough. It really is. And I get it. I totally get it. And it's that scary thing. Can I do this? And, oh, I need the money to invest in the business and da. But you know what? Maybe if you can't do it, just sit down and decide what you want to do. Right. Julie wants a general one at the moment. General Julie said, may I have a general all-round card? Life is a little crazy at the moment. It certainly is. It certainly is for Julie. Julie had this dream of having in her garden a little healing cabin, and she's got it, and I love it. And because I live on the first floor flat, and my garden isn't, I don't have a garden, because the garden is for the flat downstairs. But I tell you what, if I had that flat downstairs, I would be having my healing thing. Thank you for that reminder though. Oh, Julie. Fire. I am releasing all that no longer serves me. Right, this is interesting. Fire is all about our passion. And it says life is crazy, like a fire. Fire is, and it's like someone's put some gasoline and it's gone, whoa, fire, fire. So maybe that's where it is. And it says I'm released. I'm just going to write this out. Fire. This is for Julie. Fire. I am releasing all that no longer serves me. This is what you're doing at the moment in your kitchen. You're removing your old kitchen, so you're going to have an amazing new kitchen which will serve you better. So you're releasing, and this is why it's all messy, and you're having that downstairs cloakroom put in, not only for family, but you know, when you have your clients come to your beautiful healing cabin, they can actually, instead of having to trape all the way up through your house upstairs and to use the bathroom, you've got it downstairs. Yeah, a lot going on. 2025 is the year 9-2. Powerful. Yeah, absolutely. So this is Julie. I know you're going, I love holistic. I'm going to come up and visit. I've kicked myself into my gear. I am releasing all that. So this is what's happening, is this chaos with your DIY. You're releasing all the old house. You're releasing all the old energy, you know, the stuck energy, the negative energy, all the naysayers, because I know you've had some people try to come back into your life and being the kind-hearted person, and they think, so it's like I'm releasing. So this is where it is how, you know, because it's like, oh, it's chaos, and you're putting it out there, and of course you're having the chaos of the fire because you're feeling that this is going on, this, and how can I carry on with my passion and stuff like that. But it's like, this is just the blip. This chaos is only a little blip. If we look at the bigger picture, because sometimes when we live our life, we just live our life as that, but the bigger picture is, in a few weeks' time, the chaos of the DIY will be over. The chaos will be calm, and then you can get back to doing your passion of your healing and working with your clients. And in fact, you probably could I think you could still do your healing, because the cabin is in the garden and the chaos in there. So this is like saying, I am releasing. And this is like, yes, it's chaos, but it's like, but you're releasing all the crap. So true, to look at the bigger, and this is what we sometimes have to look at, the bigger picture of, yes, we're going through this at the moment, but this DIY in the kitchen isn't going to last 10 years. Well, actually, you probably find in about 5 years' time you're going to repaint. We all do that. But what I mean is, where you are at the moment, the bigger picture is beautiful. Absolutely. And like a fire, we have to strip out. And you know, when you have a forest fire and it desolates all the rubbish, but what happens, it leaves ash, and then suddenly new plants appear and grow much stronger because they're taking the nutrients from the ash of the fire. New toilet, new kitchen, new energy. And this is what happens, is you're releasing, and what happens to fire, it releases all the negative, and you're going to be strong, and just stop letting these people come back into your life. Been there, done that. Whatever. And this is what's happening. And sometimes the release can happen like that, and sometimes the release takes a while, like 4 weeks while your DIY is going on. But what you can do is that the DIY, you can sit there, shut the door in the lounge and sort of thing, or shut in your beautiful bedroom upstairs and just go start planning. How are you? Oh, we got Keanu Reeves joined us. Hello, Keanu Reeves. I don't think so. Phoenix rising from the ashes. I don't think Keanu Reeves, unless I have connect. I don't think you're the real Keanu Reeves, but thank you for joining us. So yes, I can releasing all that no longer serves me. So yeah. So very nice to meet you, Keanu Reeves, but I don't think you're the real Keanu Reeves. Okay. Phoenix rising from the ashes, absolutely. Is there anybody else here, apart from Keanu Reeves, who hasn't had a card and would like a card? But that's me introducing my deck, Elemental Fairy Affirmation cards. As I said, I think everyone on here has got a deck actually. It's available from my website. So if you would like if you haven't got a deck, or would like to purchase one for a friend, they're on my website now. I've shared the link somewhere. So yeah, absolutely. Phoenix rising from the ashes. We wish. Well, it's the real Keanu Reeves. Well, you never know, it might be. Do you know what? On my TikTok account, I've got Michael Ball reckons he wants to be a friend with me. Alfie Bow. Oh God, Michael Ball has got about 20 different accounts because nearly every day I get a Michael Ball going, "Hi, it's me. Thank you for joining me as your fan." I don't think so. Alfie Bow and Donny Osmond. I get Donny Osmond. You're welcome. Oh, Jeanette, tell me what sort of pain you've got. They're all pain. Rather than just having a general card, let me know what the message you want. So we're flipping it tonight. I've got Donny Osmond asking me and go, "Hello, how are you? It's nice of you to join me and follow me." It's like bullshit to that. I have all sorts of people wanting to have friends and the famous, and it's just like, I don't think so. I don't think you're the real one. You know, I don't think Donny Osmond would really message me privately and say he wants to have a private conversation and then go, "You know, I really fancy." I don't think that's Donny Osmond. So he's Mormon. But it's interesting he wants to join you. But I thank you, Keanu Reeves, for popping on, because putting on and having a comment like that raises up my logarithms. Right, so Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. How are you doing? How are the dogs? How are the dog shows going? Let me know where you would like fake famous people. I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? And as long as you don't get sucked into it. I have a lot of gentlemen who are in the American Navy or the American Army who want to befriend me. I have a lot of them. What is it? American. Hi, I'm in the American Navy and I'm currently in wherever it is in the desert, and you're in the Navy in the middle of the desert. Well, they talk about, you know, and wants to be my friend and thinks I'm really gorgeous and is really drawn to me and thinks that we could be a real good relationship. Why? Coping with ill husband. Oh, bless. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry he's not well. So it's like, why do I want these American guys, perceived American guys, wanting to be my friend when they say it? Yeah, ditto. Coping with that. Right, Jeanette, I'm sorry your husband's not very well. Air. I'm just going to type this out for you, Jeanette. Just bear with me 2 seconds while I do this. Air. Filled with new ideas and new opportunities. I think I've just spelt something wrong. Bear with me, I think. Sorry, I had to correct that. So you've got air, thought, and I'm sorry you've got things. Air is all about our thoughts, our conscious and subconscious. And every day is filled with new ideas and new opportunities. And you're probably feeling at the moment, because you're dealing with your husband at the moment, and I'm really sorry, so we'll send some healing and hope he feels better very, very soon. It's like, it feels like we're stuck. Because life is stuck around looking around after your husband. And I don't mean it in a detrimental way. It's like, you know, when we are dealing with someone who's ill, or someone's got in your family is going through a crisis, suddenly everything gets focused on them. And it's like our life sort of comes to a standstill. And even though we've got these dreams and beliefs, every day is like, oh, I can't go on this because I'm looking after my husband. And it's not resentment, and I'm not putting it in a negative way, but this is what happens, is because, like, you know, oh, I can't, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this and having all these ideas, but oh, I can't because I'm looking after my husband. And it's not that it's a resentment. You're not, you know, complaining about it because of your husband and you're worried about him, which is a sign that you love him, etc., like that. But sometimes we have to put, you know, we feel we can't do that. And so what we're going to say is to you is that yes, you're dealing with your husband and all the worries, and it's exhausting, and it's when you're physical as well as mental, because you're worried about your husband and things like that. And it's almost like at the moment is everything is focused on your husband, and it's like, what about me? What about me? And it's like, I'm worried about him and what will happen and how am I going to do this and stuff like that and other like that. And it's like our thoughts get blown away. And it says, how can my day be filled with new ideas? And it's like almost that when a new idea, you know, we can do that. Because like I said just earlier, we get stuck in this corner and we forget about the bigger picture. Now, I don't know what's wrong with your husband, and you don't need to share, but sometimes it's like, oh, we don't know. And it's like, is it going to, it's like night doesn't last forever, the storm never lasts forever. You know, it sort of blows over, you know, it goes dark and then you get the dawn. And it's like these blips. It's like Julie's going through her DIY. It's not going to last forever. And so sometimes we actually, because everything's focused, it's like, you know what, I'm going to take 5 minutes out. Yes, he's not well, but I'm going to have a cup of tea. He's got a cup of tea. I'm going to go and sit down for 5 minutes and start planning for when he's better, I can then do these things. It's because we almost seem to put our own lives on hold. So this is where I'm saying to you, when it says, you know, a day will feel, so if you're suddenly getting an idea and you're going, oh, I could be doing this, could be doing that, write it down, all these things that you wish you could do. And then when your husband is well, or is well enough to do it, then you go, look, this is the list and this is the things we're going to do over this little blip. So I hope that makes sense. So I hope everyone who's joined me tonight, I've done those cards and they make sense. I will be back on Tuesday to do some more readings, and again on Thursday. Tuesdays I think is more oracle cards, and Thursday tarot. And I like this thing is where people are telling me where their problem is, and rather than just doing an ordinary reading for, you know, this is a card and this means this, we can then focus down on where you actually need the guidance, and if it makes sense and helps, why not take it further, Nuala, and booking a reading and booking, or even a one-to-one, because I think maybe, Nuala, you'd rather, you or Bennett probably, thinking of all the services I offer, probably a one-to-one. Some people would prefer just a reading, and that's fine. Some people want the Pathfinder, which is a reading and a semi plan of action, and other people go, you know what, I want a one-to-one. I think I had a one-to-one with our beautiful Julie. And look where she is now, in chaos. Please don't blame me for the kitchen, but with her cabin, and it's great. I love it. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was only going to be a quick one, but I was going to do half an hour, but it's going up nearly 40 minutes. So if you are interested in getting the deck of cards for yourself or to your friends, visit my website. It's only available on my website. I do have my books. Where is it? Lunar Reflections and Did You Make Your Bed? So they're available on Amazon, only available on Amazon, on my card decks. I'm also the creator of Reiki Teddy the Bear with the Healing Hug. I want to say thank you very much for everyone who joined me tonight. I hope you all had an absolutely amazing weekend, and that you're going to be rested, ready for an absolutely this coming week is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be fantastic, full of joy and happiness. And why? Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to put out that this week is going to be a good week. It's going to be a really good week. And that whatever is thrown at you, because it's a good week, you can cope with it. I love it. And you're very welcome, Nuala. And let's get that. Have a beautiful weekend. I'm glad you had it. I've had an amazing weekend. I've had a really nice one. I've got some work to do by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Otherwise, Natasha will be telling me off. No, I've got a couple of things I want to do before tomorrow. And yeah. Thank you for going. I caught you. Yeah, and I'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mean, last Tuesday, I suddenly became a nana and babysitting twins and a 3-year-old. Unexpected. That was an unexpected one. Hence why the live on Tuesday didn't go ahead. Suddenly it was like, oh, you've got 10-month-old twins and a 3-year-old here. And they weren't being quiet, so I couldn't really go live on Tuesday. And then when they were here again, yes, I'm having house invasions at the moment. And then on Thursday I went, right, I'm going into my own bedroom. So so if they do turn up, which they probably will, on Tuesday, I will try and shut them in my lounge, and I will go and shut myself in my bedroom. Nanny duty. Love it. Yeah. So hopefully I'll be 6 o'clock on Tuesday and 6 o'clock on Thursday. So wishing you a great week. We're putting it out there. We're manifesting a fantastic week. And that anything that is thrown at us, we can do. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Namaste. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, and thank you for sending me the stars. Oh, yeah. Click the stars and send me some stars. If you like the cards and you enjoyed the reading, click stars. Thank you.